Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to our last and final project, Christmas dinner. Our group members have selected a dish that we researched and thought it was traditional, healthy, and in light of the spirit of Christmas dinner. Regardless of all our backgrounds and demographics, we've selected what we think is a perfect dinner, so we hope you all enjoy it. My dish is the appetizer, and the appetizer is a very important dish. The appetizer is its job to entice the audience, capture the audience, but not appeal them too much in anticipation of the main dish. For this occasion, I've chosen an oyster bisque. Oysters are healthy and full of zinc, and they pack a lot of flavor. The oyster bisque is also rich in zinc and will open up your taste buds to an excellent ham that Steven is going to be making for us tonight. So my appetizer will set the tone for Steven's main dish. Right, enjoy your oyster bisque.
Thanks, Jose. That sounds amazing. Now our next step in the meal is going to be the meat, part of the main meal. Christmas dinner was not always an event for the masses, at least not in its current form. For some it was a much more meager affair, more about the day, not necessarily about the meal. Today in the United States, a majority celebrate some form of Christmas with a big delectable meal at the center. There are several main meats to choose from, but ham or turkey tend to lead the list. Since ham is a favorite with my family, I'm going to share a recipe that we like to use for a ham. First, the list of ingredients. These are all the things you're going to need. A spiral sliced ham. Size is going to depend on your crowd that you're expecting. You're also going to need 120-ounce can of pineapple slices, and you're going to save the juice from that. You're also going to need 15 or 20 whole cloves. These little guys right here. A small jar of maraschino cherries. If you're not familiar with what maraschino cherries are, if you've ever had a Shirley Temple or a banana split, those are generally maraschino cherries. Kind of look like candy, like these guys. You're also going to need 3/4 cup packed light brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of plain old yellow mustard. Next thing we're going to do is start prepping. You're going to preheat the oven but about 30 minutes, when there's 30 minutes left to go, you're going to pull the ham out and you're going to do what we call dressing the meat. You're going to decoratively arrange the pineapple slices, these guys, on top of the ham. If you're using the cloves, you're going to use the cloves to secure them to the ham. In a bowl, you're going to take your 3/4 cup of brown sugar and your yellow mustard, and you're going to combine that into a thick glaze that we're going to use. And you're going to take that glaze and spoon it over the ham. And you're going to go ahead and put that back in the oven for its final 30 minutes of cooking. When you pull it out of the oven, it should look somewhat like this. If you've used the cherries and the cloves, you see they got a combination of cloves and toothpicks there. You might have to do that as well. After it's cooked and you've got it out of the oven, just carve and serve however you like. Ham is a meal you can prepare simply or with as much flourish as your occasion calls for. This meat can be prepared with a number of toppings, seasonings, marinades, so try and get a feel for the taste of the group you'll be serving. This is a very easy meal to prepare, so follow the directions and keep an eye on the timer. Enjoy!
Now that we got the meat done, it's time for us to work on that side dish. Today we're going to make dressing. Now the first thing that you're going to have to make is the cornbread. In order to do that, you're going to need 2 cups of yellow cornmeal, 2 cups of self-rising flour, 2 eggs, 1½ cups of milk, a half a stick of butter, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. You're going to combine all these ingredients into a large bowl and mix it very well. Then you're going to pour those ingredients into a nicely greased pan and throw it in the oven. Bake it at 350 degrees for about 40 to 50 minutes on to golden brown. Now, once the cornbread is done, you're going to pop that out of the oven, get you another clean bowl. You're going to crumble that up into that bowl. Make sure you do it nice and finely. Then once you've done that, you're going to combine the rest of these ingredients in that same bowl. You're going to need 4 to 5 slices of toasted white bread. Make sure that's crumbled up pretty finely. Then you're going to need 1 cup of chopped sauteed celery, 1 cup of chopped sauteed onions, and a half a cup of chopped sauteed green peppers. Then you need 1 can of mushroom soup, 3 eggs, 3½ cups of chicken broth, 4 tablespoons of sage. You're also going to need some seasoning salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Now with these 3 ingredients, you're just going to season it to taste, so you can use as little or as much as you want. You're going to pour that into the same bowl that you did with the cornbread. Once those are nice and mixed together, you're going to put that into another pan. Bake that for 350 degrees for about 40 minutes or until you think it's done. An indication that you know it's done is that it's not too soupy. You have your food is solid, and that it looks nice golden brown, as seen below. Now to Lucas, who's going to entice you with dessert.
Thank you for that, Della. And might I say, the dressing looks amazing. Today, I want to show you how to make the best part of a Christmas dinner, and that is the dessert. The dessert is the part that everyone plans on, because when they are eating their Christmas meal, they always know to leave room for dessert. However, if one had to choose the best dessert for Christmas dinner, it would be the Buckeye. They are small and chocolatey, sweet and salty, and perfect to satisfy all the Christmas cravings for dessert. Now it's time to make the dessert. In a large mixing bowl, put together a little vanilla, your butter, and powdered sugar, and also the peanut butter that's in there. Mix well, and then once you're done with that, you're going to take the mix and roll it into a ball. You're going to place it on a plate with the toothpicks in the center. Chill in the freezer for 30 minutes. Melt the chocolate chips in a bowl. Stir frequently until smooth. Now once that's done, dip the balls into the chocolate for once they're covered. And make sure you leave a little portion around the edge to give it the shape of a Buckeye. Put back in the refrigerator and refrigerate until serving. Now I do want to add, with that dessert, it's a double-edged dessert, a double-edged sword. Research has shown by making a few minor tweaks to this recipe, for example, by using low-fat peanut butter rather than regular peanut butter, it can make the dessert a much healthier option to choose from. And there you have it, folks. That's how you make a Christmas dinner. Now over to you, Maximiliano, for the perfect
Thanks a lot for those desserts. They definitely look tasty to me. Can't wait to start this dinner. But before we start, let's talk a little bit about the beverages we're going to have. According to this article by the Harvard Health Publications, the alcohol that we bring to our table is one of the most important things, because it could also add a little bit of calories to us, if not make us make the wrong decisions when it comes to the dinner table. This is why today I have picked wine as the beverage of choice. Some of the factors are it promotes good health, second, it goes along with a lot of meals, and third, it is one of the most used widely worldwide for celebrations. Some of the health benefits of wine is that it promotes longevity, reduces heart attacks, lowers risk of heart disease, and lowers the risk of stroke. Now, do you know any other beverage that does all that and still tastes good? Well, I don't. That's why wine has my approval. Next thing is going to be the taste. As you know, wine comes from fruits, grapes, and it basically goes along with all dinner types. Seafood, pasta, steak. We got red wine, white wine, Riesling, Merlot. It goes along with everything. So definitely, if there's a meal out there, there is a wine for it that matches. The third thing is wine is one of the most popular beverages. We have drinking wine for thousands of years. And worldwide, we use it for everything. You know, just going out with your girlfriend on a date, going to celebrate someone's graduation, a birthday party, a bad day at work, a good day at work, maybe a night out with your friends. Wine is there. Wine goes with everyone. And it's pretty much imprinted in our DNA as human beings because of its taste, its healthiness, and it's a perfect combo with any meal that you choose. So that's why I brought wines for us. And the most important thing about this holiday dinner is not what you drink or what you eat, it's who you do it with. So I just want to take this moment to tell you all, wish you a happy holiday. Enjoy your wine. Salud.